Yo, what is happening, guys? Dr. BC here, back with another video, and today I'm going to be reacting to some really strange looking dork who is in multiple BC videos, by the way. Talk about furries, the furry fandom, and why they're so oddly obsessed with buying furry games, merch, commissions, and anything else that revolves around their deluded lives and fantasies. Now, of course, as someone who's part of the, and as someone who has friends that are in the fandom, I have to say this as always, but I'm not trying to make fun of furries, okay? All I'm trying to do is give my take on a guy who's part of fandom, exposing such things, or at least trying to, that is, and trying to figure out, is this even necessary? Now, if you have a problem with this, please let me know down in the comments below, and what can I do better? What can I improve on? I want to know your experience in all this, and what you think about furries and the furry fandom, and the community, and all that stuff. But anyways, with all that said, I think it's now time to get started with the video, so hope you enjoy!
Yo, what is up everybody? It's me, back at it again with another video. Now, it's been some time. I've been doing a lot of things lately.
Things? Yes, a lot of them. And also, why does it look like he's filming this at his grandma's house? Like, this seriously looks like this would be at his grandma's house, with the freaking old clock and the cross and the freaking Sega 1993.
But I'm here to talk about this new trend in gaming.
A new trend in gaming? A new trend in gaming?
You know, E3 came and went, and it was pretty underwhelming. I mean, what was there at this E3? There was that Cyberpunk game, which
Cyberpunk's alright.
Pissed off about.
Well, I mean, the game is pretty hard, you know, not gonna lie. Even on easy mode it is. Well, technically there's no easy, normal, hard. It's more like there's a set of characters that you could play as. The characters that can't really do much, or the ones that don't have the greatest hacking skills and all that stuff, are usually the more easier ones. Noobs such as myself would play as those characters like I have on my gaming channel. Go check it out, by the way. Well, the more experienced players would choose the characters that, you know, could hack more stuff and, you know, vice versa.
And I'll get into that in a second.
Or have better hacking skills.
Of course, there was also a whole lot of boring crap from what I've heard. I mean, what, the last two E3s, they've just been showing game trailers. They don't actually show games. Look.
Okay, well, when you're talking about game trailers, I mean, I think maybe I could understand what he's kind of saying, but then again, game trailers, just like movie trailers, are supposed to, like, it's supposed to show you, like, what the game is about, like, what's the main objective in the game, not, like, actual, you know, freaking gameplay. It's gonna take, like, over 5 minutes.
When I want to buy games, I don't want to watch some trailer that I could see when my dad's watching ESPN or something like that. No, I don't want that. You know what I want? I want gameplay.
Yeah, but gameplay, I mean, unless, because I know there's ways where you can make the gameplay, like, just edit it all up and then get, like, the main parts of the gameplay. Like, that could work, you know, but I'm just saying overall, like, gameplays are more like go on YouTube and watch other people play the game. Like, walkthroughs almost. Like what I do, basically.
The thing with gaming these days is that the game developers and all the people on social media have decided that gaming isn't about gaming anymore. It's about making games for every little demographic on planet Earth, and specifically these demographics, because...
I mean, that's true, though. And not to mention, you know, games becoming more quote-unquote woke. I mean, it's literally all just a status quo bullshit scheme. Like, it really is.
Every demographic needs to have a game of some sort. Even if it's just a walking simulator where you hold
walking simulator?
And you talk to stuff. I mean, come on.
Oh, I'd rather play Tractor Simulator than that.
They decided that every single group on Earth needs a game. So here's the thing. There is one minority group that's very underrepresented. Hear about, like...
Wait, what are you talking about? There's a lot of different minority groups. What about women? But then again, I mean, that's not really that true either, because, I mean, there are, like, more and more girl gamers, or, I mean, the girl gaming industry is becoming, like, pretty big, especially on Twitch. So you could thank Twitch for that. Honestly, you could even thank OnlyFans for that, because half of those Twitch streamers, Yeah, they're definitely doing OnlyFans on their free time.
Box supporting all these other people who are like minorities and stuff. You hear about how like, Fox is all for the LGBT plus BBQ 6'9" this 6'9" that. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. There's a lot of labels in LGBT plus. I believe it's. Let me see if I could get it right. All I know is LGBTQIAA plus, or I think it's AAA plus. I have no idea, but yeah, I get what he's saying. Like it's, I don't know. A lot of it's just a status quo bullshit scheme.
I don't even know what all those letters mean because they come up with new ones.
And for freaking cancel culture, all that stuff.
But there is one group that needs more representation than any other group. I mean, all these other groups, I mean, they get plenty of representation, don't believe me? Look at how, like, Overwatch, that they have to say that, oh, every character is gay. But there's one group that's underrepresented, and that is furries. Why? Now, see, the thing with game developers is they've ignored this lucrative demographic that actually buys stuff.
Lucrative demographic? I don't even know what that means. But yeah, I mean, that's true. Like, furries and gaming, yeah, I mean, the problem I have is, I think furries should have more, like, I think they should have a bigger say when it comes to gaming and the whole gaming population, the gaming demographic, the gaming community. But when it goes mainstream, that's where I kind of have a problem with.
Don't believe me?
Because obviously, we've seen a lot of the stuff that's been happening with furries recently, especially when it comes to schools and, litter boxes and freaking, peeing on pizzas. Like, what the hell, guys?
Like furries in it, you'll see furries at every convention wearing clothing based on, whatever, like, this new game is. Oh yeah, I'm gonna buy a Night in the Woods hat that says crimes on it, even though I'm not badass enough to get into like a 100-mile police chase or do anything more than just steal Copic markers from Michael's.
I mean, that's true. Yeah, that's true though.
Buying clothes and merch and games that have anthropomorphic animals in them. They've got furries getting art of their persona that looks like the characters in these games.
Yeah, but my persona doesn't look like one that's from games. I mean, yeah, sure, maybe mine happens to look a little bit like Nick Wilde from Zootopia, but doesn't all, like, furries who have, like, fox personas, like, don't they all, in a way, kind of look like Nick Wilde? I mean, Zootopia, if it wasn't for Zootopia, I mean, goddamn, the furry population would be so much smaller. Like, that movie really did something to those underrepresented, dorky, shy, timid queer folk.
I have my persona drawn like an Undertale or Night in the Woods. Or you gotta have, like, buy every game in it that has furries just because it has furries in it.
Yeah, that's kind of dumb too, honestly, because it's like some games that happen to have furries or anthropomorphic characters in them aren't really that good. Now, Night in the Woods is a pretty rare exception because, well, although the game itself, there's not really much you could do. There's just really, like, storyline, and then, you have to play along with the storyline, of course. Like, other than that, like, there's not really much you could do in a game, but it's still a good game, Like, it's still a good game.
All these game developers ignore this very lucrative and oppressed demographic that has tons of money. And they prove they spend money. So these game developers, they need to start pandering to furries. Because furries buy shit. Furries will buy anything that has furries in it. I mean, sure, the problem is that furries don't make their own games. I mean, hell, furries don't even know what their own fandom is. Furries are the kind of people, when you ask them, what's the identity of the furry fandom? What's the direction of the furry fandom? They'll say, oh, it's an LGBTQA6 whatever safe space, sex positive community, and AIDS testing it.
I mean, it's definitely very sex positive. There's definitely a lot of sex positivity when it comes to furries in the fandom. But at the same time, it's almost like that's very obvious because a majority of furries are gay. I mean, just look at the stats. And honestly, I don't even believe in the statistics. I mean, according to the statistics, if I remember this right, I believe it said like 25% of furries are gay, another 25 to 30% of them are either bisexual or pansexual, and then the rest are either like trans or non-binary or genderqueer or asexual or any of this other stuff, some of it not even existing, obviously. And the sad thing about all this is the fact that, yeah, sure, I mean, technically being gay or bisexual or even straight, being straight is literally, like, there are aspects of being straight, that's a lifestyle. But it's like, these people can't help it. They really can't. And like Jake was just saying earlier, this causes a lot of division within the fandom, and it's almost like furries don't even know what their fandom even is anymore.
Furry conventions is a good thing because it enforces how sex positive it is. That's what the furry fandom's like, people.
Yeah, and it's also like, yeah, sure, like, when it comes to the main community, like, it's so individualistic that, like, their main, like, identity, it's kind of, like, broken, you know? Like, they're all, like, the same, but they're so different in, like, so many ways.
That's what the furry fandom is like. Take it from a furry. That's what the furry fandom is like.
Yeah, but you can't also say that, like, oh, I want the fandom to change so it can be, like, less sexual or whatever. That's never gonna happen. It's like an escape for people who are, you know, LGBT plus whatever. All I'm gonna say is that it helps these individuals express their love in a really bizarre and kind of beautiful way, if you're asking me.
So, the thing is, game developers can make ass loads of money making games with furries now.
Yeah, I mean, look at Disney. Look at Disney, guys. Look at how many, like, anthropomorphic... Okay, well, I mean, Disney has always been doing this. But it's gone so bad now that even I'm like, God damn it. Like, are these actually, like, things that, like, if I watch them, I'll become obsessed with them? Because of the fact that, like, they're catering to, you know, this group so much.
Visual novels, and nobody cares about visual novels, okay?
Visual novels?
I mean, shit, if all these furries went into game development, instead of sitting on social media complaining about other furries, complaining about people saying something on their Twitter feed 5 years ago,
yep.
Or if they put money towards things that aren't just NSFW art, maybe people wouldn't hate them so much. These are furries we're talking about here. See, the thing is...
Yeah, see, the thing is, I mean, it's sad. It's honestly kind of sad because this nerdy dork, who happens to look like the kid that tried to assassinate Trump, is speaking facts. Like, this consumerism thing with furries and, you know, the art and the games and everything, it's gone, like, it's, you know, it's kind of devouring their lives, you know? Like, it's really, honestly, it's devouring their lives. Their whole lives revolve around the internet and social media and, you know, the status quo of, like, hey, look at me, guys, I'm a furry, look at all my pictures on my freaking Twitter or Instagram or whatever, look at all my NSFW art that I've been drawing for years, and I've been making so much money from all these commissions. Like, it's crazy, guys, it's crazy, but this is truth. Like, he's actually speaking facts.
Furries have money, and they'd spend money on this.
Well, some furries are actually really poor, believe it or not. Like the little kid furries, yeah, they're really poor. I mean, obviously, they're living off of their parents' money. But yeah, like, older furries, like, especially the older, like, the ones that are, like, have been in the fandom for, like, decades, like, they're pretty loaded. And they have, like, pretty good jobs, too. Like, a lot of them work for IT, believe it or not. IT and freaking NASA and anything that has to do with, like, technology or freaking computers or whatnot.
Furries, then, guess what? They sell assloads of games. Don't believe me? Look at all these games that furries lap up. Look at what they're playing on on their Furfinity or their Twitter.
What?
They are lapping up games with furries in them. They will spend all their money.
Yeah, but I don't do that. Believe it or not, I actually play normal games. Like, games that most people actually play on a day-to-day basis.
Even announce, like, emergency commission drives or GoFundMe pages to fund the new furry games.
Yeah, well, you've done that many times on your older videos.
All the
asking your fans to donate to you because your mom, is just trying to kick you out of the house.
Give me freaking money now! Give me money now! Give me money now! Oh, give me money! No! 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 No!
The hood rich people will lease luxury cars, and while they're living in some apartment complex, those people don't have shit on furries when it comes to spending money, where, like, making money come out of nowhere. They don't have shit on furries. Lots of people like that don't have shit on furries. You see that all the time, the people who've got those, like, nice-ass cars, that they leased, but they live in, like, a shitty apartment, or a house that's falling apart. Well...
Oh, yeah, where, like, things that aren't, like, wants they go over needs.
They don't have shit on furries, because furries don't even make that much money, or have even a way of getting that much money, and they still manage to blow it away, to make money come.
Yeah, okay, but wait a minute, you literally just said furries are loaded with cash. Like, see, this is what I mean, like, it was all going well until now, when it's almost like you're lying at this point, because there's a good amount of furries who are like pretty loaded rich, and then there's others that are like dead poor, like literally like freaking. I mean, there's a lot of furries who are like unemployed, like getting like unemployed welfare checks and
out of nowhere. And trust me, if you are trying to sell a game, you have to pander to that demographic. You have to pander to people who will buy your shit.
Yeah, I mean, anime's done a really good job pandering to, vulnerable white males. Like, oh my god, they've done such a great job with that.
People who complain on Twitter that you didn't do enough for them aren't buying your shit. But you know who is buying your shit? Furries. Furries will buy your game.
Yeah, but I won't. I mean, I'm actually kind of smart with my money. I'm trying to save my money for future things, like, I don't know, maybe, like, once I get my driver's license, to get myself a decent car, or to, pay for school, all that stuff. I'm trying to save my money. I don't know what these guys are doing, just spending all their money, like, as you're saying.
All you need to do is make a game with anthropomorphic animals in it, then watch the furries get them wallets out. Watch them get their wallets out, draw fan art of your game, and
oh, yeah, especially if it's NSFW. NSFW. I don't even know why I keep mixing my words like that.
You will have so much money from all these furries.
Oh, yeah, you'll make a ton of money. Yeah.
Yourself a nice...
Like, literally, you could literally... Like, yeah, if you're a game developer and you're like, hey guys, or a game producer, hey guys, I just released a new video game where anthropomorphic characters, all the furries are coming, they're gonna buy your crap, and you're gonna, like, capitalize on all their labor that they worked really hard to produce.
BMW 335i from Craigslist, and do donuts in the Walmart parking lot. What?
Yeah, furries do that too. I've seen a lot of furries that are like, car experts, the ones that do all the freaking drifting and go to car meets. Like, yeah, shoot. Like, literally every aspect of hobbyism, you will see someone who is a furry. For sure.
Like all the YouTubers do, who are cool, okay? You could be that cool if you make a game with furries in it. If you make a game with furries in it, people will buy that shit. And all these game developers, they keep trying to go after groups that don't have as much universal appeal, that don't end up buying games. I mean, look at like how all these games, like Kotaku advertises for, sell like crap. But you know what doesn't sell like crap? Games with furries in. So this is a message to all these game developers out there. You want to make a game, you want it to sell it to furries. They'll find money. Even if it's racking up credit card debt, even if it's begging for it on the internet, they will make that money appear. And you will be rich. You will be rich as fuck from these people buying your game. So ask yourself this.
Okay, but my number one question is, are you one of those oppressed furries who will do whatever it takes to buy that game, let alone that console for that game, such as, your Sega 1993, because, oh boy, I've seen your videos before, at least some of them, and that you have a lot of shit that you really don't need. It's just like collectibles. It's like a hobby. Like, just like with furries and, you know, fursuiting and the fandom and all that, gaming and buying or building computers, you know, buying monitors, all that stuff, you know, racking it all up, collecting all the games, that's a hobby. Like, that's literally a hobby that you have decided to do for yourself.
Would you rather make a game with characters that look like they're from some flat design Google PR page? Or would you rather have furries in your game? The choice is yours. And it's easy to know which one is going to be buying your shit.
I don't know, guys. I think I would honestly prefer a game with furries in it.